When I was born, my mother told the Irish doorman at the building where she worked that she named her daughter Shannon. And the man said, that's like naming someone Mississippi.
Why?
Mississippi is a river in the United States. I adore Paris Lit Up. Paris Lit Up is the community that embraced me when I first came to Paris and was looking for my tribe. If you are ever in Paris, if you're a writer, if you just appreciate words, if you appreciate Anglo literature, if you'd like to support the grand tradition of the romance between English writers and Paris, then buy a book or just hand us some cash. It's a non-profit organization. We use that cash to do beautiful things. So help us out. Thank you. Thank you for being here. What a great, beautiful crowd of people. All right. This is, I'm going to call it a micro-essay. It's about an experience I had recently with my sister. I'm going to keep talking until the hand dryer goes off. Voila. Okay. My sister Maureen has come to Paris. Yesterday, on our way home from grocery shopping, we stopped for an impromptu picnic. I spread my scarf on a park bench and we brought out a baguette and a round of soft cheese and a bottle of red. But crisis, no wine opener. A handsome monsieur on the bench opposite is opening a bottle of what looks to be a microbrew IPA with some kind of tool on his keychain. He's sitting with a beautiful woman who looks grumpy. My sister digs me in the ribs and says, go ask him if he has a corkscrew. I'm like, no, that guy doesn't have a corkscrew. But she's jonesing for bread and cheese and Bordeaux, and she jabs me again and says, go ask him. He was not, in fact, packing a wine opener. He was very sorry. There are methods, however, he said, and winked. Can I just pause for a moment to discuss this wink? It was the wink of confidence, of Frenchness, of charm. It was the wink, we both agreed later, after most of the wine had been drunk, after we'd pulled the baguette to bits and were using it to scoop up the heaven they call Saint-Marcellin, and had moved on to the dark chocolate and were scandalizing the elderly on neighboring park benches with our tipsy laughter and drinking out of the bottle. It was that wink. If you allow me, said Monsieur Charme, and took the bottle from my hands. He stood up, placed the bottle on the bench, pulled out his house key. He worked it firmly into the cork, up to the hilt. But the cork would not move, it would not turn. He pulled the key out and tried again, and then again. It's stubborn, he said. This is so nice of you, I murmur, noticing his very nice ass. I was young once too, replied the man, 15 years younger than me. My sister is not even bothering to mask her joy over this cultural spectacle. Monsieur Charme is wearing the most perfect suit in Paris. His girlfriend is glowering at him. He is determined to get this bottle open. We later agree that he'd walked off the set of a fashion mag photo shoot for the sole purpose of making our day. Then the cork moves. Just a smidgen. We all cheer, except for the grumpy girlfriend, who probably has a good reason to be angry with Monsieur Charme, but her grumpiness is a shield she won't let down, despite my attempts to draw her into the adventure. This we all accept as permission to ignore her. I won't be able to get this out, he says. It will have to be pushed inside. Whatever, we all merrily agree. So he pushes slowly, slowly, and as the cork descends, it displaces the wine below, so a little bit bubbles up into the neck of the bottle. He keeps pushing. If he keeps pushing, the wine will spill. Monsieur Charme raises the bottle to his lips and drinks the excess, and watching this, I have a quiet little orgasm. He's pushed the cork down as far as his house key will allow, but it's still stuck. So he sticks his finger in the bottle and pushes it down a little more, taking sexy little sips to prevent spillage. Sorry. Sexy little sips to prevent spillage, but still no dice. It's in there pretty good, he says. We need a stick or something. Sis reaches into our groceries and says, hey, how about this celery? Celery, why not? Exclaims Monsieur Charme, laughing the sexiest laugh in France, and we break off a bit of stock. I hold the bottle, and he uses the celery with great care and tenderness to pop the cork down into the neck and into the wine. We all cheer, we clink bottles. He winks again, and Sis and I both shiver. Sis and I have been through some pretty rough times in the last decade, especially her having battled health issues and having emerged healthy and sane. And we sit for another hour on the park bench with our cheese and bread and wine and chocolate, marveling over the perfection of our lives. Will you write about this, she says? And I'm like, damn right I will. And she says, how will you describe that guy's face? How is it even possible in language? I tell her I won't even try.